Hello everyone, Master Hotchkiss here from Cognitive Martial Arts Institute. I'm a 7th degree black belt here, and again I am assisted by Master Cintron. What we're going to demonstrate today is a couple of in-house workouts that you can do leg-wise and cardio-wise a little bit. So starting off, first and foremost, the first two are probably going to be some of the best leg exercises that you're going to be able to do. The first one is going to be squats, and they're just air weight squats, body weight squats. They're not any weight or anything like that. Basically all I want you to do is we're going to stand, we're going to put our feet apart, and then we're going to point our toes out just slightly. Now your hands, you can do whatever you want. You can put them on your waist, you can cross them in front of you, put them on your head, whatever you want to do. The key is not to rest on your legs, because then it defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do. Now as you do this squat, you're going to watch us. We're going to squat down so far that our butt is level with our knees. So as we squat down, we're going to drop down, and then we're going to just push back up. Now the key is not to bounce. You don't want to try to bounce off the bottom. You want to do this bending down, and then push back up. Bending down, and push back up. So pretty straightforward there in regard to the squat. Again, you can do them in sets. You can do, 3 sets of 10. You could do 3 sets of 5. You got to kind of feel out how your legs do and how you feel when you go to do these. Moving into the second body weight exercise is going to be lunges. Okay? Lunges are not more complicated, but there are little balance issues involved with this. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start with our left leg, and we're going to step out. As we do our left leg step out, we're going to step out, then you're going to drop your right knee till it touches the ground, and then back up, and you can come back to this position. Now, you can either do all the same side or you can rotate. So if we now step out with our right leg, we step out, drop the knee, and back in. Now, one of the things I want you to look at, Master Cintron, come over here, please, and face that way, is when Master Cintron goes to do this, either leg, please. When the leg comes out, watch this leg. Her knee does not go past her toes. It's right above her foot, the other knee goes straight down, and then she's right back up. So make sure that you're in good position when you do that. You don't want to be overextending past your toe or underextending and falling backwards, because that's no good either. The key is you should drop your knee straight down, come back up, and then return to the starting position. Now, next exercise is going to be jumping jacks. Jumping jacks are pretty straightforward and pretty simple. All you're going to do is put your feet together, hands at your sides, kind of like our attention position before we bow. Now to break it down, and I know most of you know how to do a jumping jack, but what you're going to do is you're going to jump and you're going to separate your feet. As you separate your feet, you're going to bring your hands up and they're going to reach the top of your head. So as we do this, we're going to jump, hands come up to the top, and then you're going to return back to this position. Now, that was a jumping jack broken down. Ideally, when we do it this time, we're going to do the full jumping jack, just one. Here we go. Okay? And you can do as many of those as you deem necessary. Again, this is a cardio workout, but it also works the calves and the legs. Jumping jacks are pretty good, especially once you start getting into higher numbers, and you'd be surprised at how many you can or cannot do if you haven't done them a lot. Next thing you're going to do is called calf raises. Now, calf raises, just as we're doing it right now, go turn towards me, please. Calf raises, as we're standing here like this, basically all you're doing is you're just going to push up your heels on the balls of your feet and then push back down. You push up on the balls of your feet and push back down. Now, this is a standard calf raise that you can do just standing. The way to help improve this a little bit, if you're able to, is to get yourself a little bit raised up on something. Whether it be standing on a cinder block, whether it be standing on a set of stairs, that way you can hold the rails, and then easing yourself lower than the step, and then pushing your heels back up above the step. Same thing. With all of these exercises, you're going to want to do sets. You're going to want to do a series of however many, and then you want to repeat that however many times you deem necessary. Usually if you want leaner muscle, you're going to do less reps, but more sets. So you'll do maybe 10 sets of each, but you'll do 5 or 10 sets of each, and you'll do 5 sets. So it just depends what you're looking at. Next thing, going to sound silly, but jogging in place. You can literally sit here and just jog, and you know what? Doesn't seem like a lot's going on, but you start doing this for a little while, all of a sudden you're like, this isn't as easy as I thought it was. So jogging in place. Now with the jogging in place, the other thing you can do, which will really hype everything up, will be high knees. So if you're standing and you're jogging, what you can do instead is kick the knees up real high. And when you do that, that adds a whole different realm to this workout. It gets a lot of cardio in, gets a lot of leg work in, and you'll feel the benefit from it. The last two things I'm going to recommend we're not going to demonstrate because again, it depends on what kind of room you have and what kind of equipment you have and such. But one is going to be sprints. If you have anywhere outside, since a lot of us are staying home and we're trying to work out at home, if you can sprint, whether it be up and down a driveway, up and down a side yard, in a backyard, whatever the case may be. Maybe you have a big open basement and you got room to run sprints. You run sprints enough, those are going to be good for you as well. And then the last thing, if you happen to have one, is jumping rope. So if you're able to jump rope at home in any capacity, any way, that would be a good thing. The cool thing about jumping rope is that you can also do it without the rope, as silly as it sounds. You can do the motion and just bounce and move your hands, or you can keep your hands still and just bounce in place. You do that for a little while, you time those out, I guarantee you you're gonna feel it. And again, all of these things are designed to keep you moving. One of the things you're gonna hear me recommend throughout all of these workout videos is that you mix these things in with your practice. So you do a form and then do a set of legs, set of abs, set of arms, then do a form again. Or do distant defenses, then a set of legs, then a form, then a set of abs, and so forth and so on. And I'm going to mention that in the later videos when we explain some of the other exercises. So that's all the exercises leg-wise we have today. Again, if you know your own exercises or you had anything you want to add in there, always feel free to do so. Doing a little bit of something is going to be a lot better than doing a whole lot of nothing. So thank you guys. Leave any comments, questions that you have. Obviously, as always, visit Instagram and Facebook, and feel free to visit our website, www.kangdawan.com. Thank you.